Like it at all. It's some nonsense. Cam Cam Newton is better than I've gone through this. I'm not gonna go through it one more time and show y'all why Cam Newton is better than most quarterbacks that are active in the National Football League. I'm tired of these dudes talking this bullshit about Cam and his accuracy. That's the go-to criticism for every black quarterback in the history of the league. That is the go-to criticism. I guarantee you, we can watch the next NFL draft, and whenever it is, the best brother in the draft, they are going to immediately go directly to his inability to throw the ball accurately. Look, the only way you can really quantify if someone is accurate or not is if the other people catch the football. This goes hand in hand. You have to have talent, hand talent, to catch the football. Now, if you don't have a hand talent to catch the football, your completion percentage is going to be lower, and it's going to look as if your accuracy is not on point. I don't believe that's been an issue with Cam. He's like, even when he won the Super Bowl, he had Butterfinger ass Ted Ginn Jr., often injured Greg Olsen, and a bunch of no names, and he accounted for 50 touchdowns. So I'm not trying to hear that, man. Big ups to New England Patriots, but I don't give you a whole lot of credit simply because of this. Y'all don't give me credit for washing my ass and brushing my teeth every morning. So I'm not giving you credit for doing what y'all should have done a long time ago. Adam Schefter actually came on ESPN and said in front of the national television audience, nobody else wanted Cam Newton. This is a joke. It's an insult, and this goes to show you why in the hell are we talking about everybody posting Black Lives Matter, everybody talking about they got our back, but when it's time to sign Cam Newton, everybody and their damn mama is looking crazy. I'm not trying to hear that. Look, again, am I glad that the brother Cam got a job? Hell yeah, but he should have been had a job. This isn't something that some charity case. You're talking about former league MVP Cam Newton, former best player in the league Cam Newton, and please stop telling me about an injury. By the way, all I heard for the last 2 days is how many hits Cam has taken. Cam Newton got his shoulder busted up throwing the ball in the pocket. Cam Newton got his foot busted up last year throwing the ball in the pocket. On Cam Newton's worst day, he will outrun Tom Brady on his best day. You can give Tom Brady a 40-yard head start, and Cam Newton will walk him down and run past him. So I really don't want to hear about this. Cam Newton may not be this, and Cam Newton may not be that. I've heard for the last 40 years, I'm 50, I'll be 50 years old in a little more than a month. And I've heard for the last 40 years that old quarterbacks don't run. So why are we discussing the fact that Cam Newton may not be able to run? How about surrounding him with talent? How about getting him the proper protection? How about getting him a running game to support that putrid passing game, and then have this conversation? I don't think it's a damn thing wrong with Cam Newton, because look, his shoulder let's just say it took a year and a half for his shoulder to heal. Here we are, a year and a half later. It's almost 2 years later, so his shoulder should be healed. And if he's not going to be, I don't see Bill Belichick doing a whole lot of naked bootlegs and things of that nature. So his inability to be Superman Cam should not be the problem. We saw him excel and look damn good that first 8 to 12 games with North Turner as his offensive coordinator. According to y'all, Josh McDaniels is a better offensive coordinator. Bill Belichick is the guru of coaches. I don't think it'll be a problem. Big ups to Cam. Do the damn thing. Kick ass and take names. The offense will be way better this season than it was the last 3. I totally agree, because people are openly trying to omit the fact that Tom Brady has fallen off like bad dope. The reason the Patriots, it has nothing to do with their inability to throw the ball deep, their inability to have offensive weapons. Please, outside of Randy Moss, who's the deep guy in New England? At one point, Gronk was the deep guy. So I don't want to hear that. Look, is Bill Belichick known as a taskmaster? Yes, he is. But you know what's funny? The only 2 dudes that seem to be complaining about Bill Belichick being a taskmaster are his 2 most famous white players, Rob Gronkowski and Tom Brady. They don't get any preferential treatment. Listen to the criticism about one Bill Belichick. He treats everybody the same. Ain't that what everybody been asking for? That is the number one complaint from people in my community. Treat me like you treat everybody else, and I'm cool with it. If you kicking everybody else draws in their ass, kick my draws in their ass, or don't just focus on me. It's a damn shame that Rob Gronkowski and Tom Brady are forced to be treated like everybody else. That is really the biggest fucking argument about why Bill Belichick isn't great. Here's another question. Jameis Winston threw 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions last year. Everybody in the world went crazy, right? Now all of a sudden they don't know if Tom Brady is going to be able to survive due to the lack of protection. So what happens when you don't have protection? You're a quarterback. Your throws are rushed. And when your throws are rushed, what are the results 9 times out of 10 of a rush throw, an interception? So could this be part of the reason that Jameis Winston threw 30 interceptions? Nobody's talking about that. Now all of a sudden, you need to solidify the offensive line in Tampa Bay. You need to solidify the offensive line in Tampa Bay. How interesting is that? So y'all got Louis Riddick openly saying he did the research and shows that Jameis Winston on 15 of those 30 interceptions, people either ran the wrong route or quit on. Now we got the faulty offensive line. Jameis Winston was hit more than anybody in the league. So how's Tom Brady going to excel? So if he was hit more than anybody in the league, that takes, in my personal opinion, that takes the rest of those 15 interceptions down to about 10. Wow. So if he down to 10, so that's 30 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. That sounds like MVP numbers to me. But nobody wants to talk about that. Everybody's talking about how Tom Brady is going to ride into the sunset and win the Super Bowl. Another question. Please help me understand how Bruce Arians, because y'all tell me consistently, the rest of the sports world, y'all tell me you ain't on nothing if you ain't winning championships. How many Super Bowl head coaching Super Bowl championships does Bruce Arians have? The same amount as H-Rap. How many Super Bowls has he coached in? The same amount as H-Rap. So help me understand it. Why is all of a sudden Bruce Arians the best coach in the league? He has never coached in a championship game. He has never coached in a Super Bowl. And I think he only has one playoff win. And the one playoff win he has is because the Green Bay Packers suck. Because Carson Palmer did everything under the sun to lose that game, and the Green Bay Packers said, nah, we're going to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. They're going to force Bill Belichick into retirement, bank on it. No, they're not, John. They are not going to do that. Because while everybody is keep telling me that that the Patriots got the toughest record, the toughest schedule in the National Football League, me, you, and everybody else who ever watched football understand the Patriots are going to play the same teams as the Bills, as the Dolphins, and as the Jets. I have more confidence in Bill Belichick with this revamped offense and Cam Newton than I do with Josh Allen garbage ass, that Riri at quarterback in New York, Sam Donald, and whoever they're going to have playing quarterback in Miami. Now, I do have a lot of confidence in the head coach in Miami, Brian Flores, but I don't have as much confidence in him as I do in Cam. Him and what's the boy name? Tua versus Belichick and Cam. Cam is a Arizona versus shout out to D Gray on the correction side of the game. Much love, brother. I love that. Did he win that one, D Gray? No. So played the one championship game. H-Rap is incorrect. Not a problem. Never told y'all I was perfect. I didn't tell y'all I was smart. I just be faking. I just play a smart guy on the podcast. But at the end of the day, I'm wrong in regards to that. But Bruce Arians has never been considered the greatest coach in the world. So, Sean Payton, as long as he runs the football, he should be all right. Hell, Matt Ryan told y'all he the best quarterback in the NFC South. So I'm just trying to understand, man. I'm just trying to understand. Now, I do have a lot of faith in their defensive coordinator, former head coach of the Jets. I actually like Bruce Arians, but I think Tom Brady is finished. I think he's finished. I think he's over the hill. I think he's washed up. And I think the football gods are going to let us know this because he's going to have a piss poor season. Speaking of which, if Tom Brady's name was HRAP-B, ESPN and every sports outlet in the history of the world will be kicking him in his ass. He has told C.D. Mooresmith and the NFL Players Association to kiss his ass. Who you got winning the NFC East? The Giants of Philly? The Dallas Cowboys, actually. The Dallas Cowboys, younger brother. I don't have a lot of faith in the Giants because I don't like their quarterback. I love Barkley. I like the talent that's around him, but I'm not sure about that damn quarterback, bro. And Philly, for whatever reason, man, Philly can't stay healthy, Jungle. The Philadelphia Eagles can't stay healthy worth a damn. Every time you turn around, they healthy. And this is the way I'm looking at it, Jungle brother. I don't have a dog in that fight. The Philadelphia Eagles they have an excellent coach. The Giants have an inexperienced coach and an inexperienced quarterback. The Dallas Cowboys' major problem was they had a Riri at head coach. And if you got a Riri at head coach, and now you got Mike McCarthy, who helped develop Aaron Rodgers, who consistently won in Green Bay, despite never getting free agents, despite never doing what they supposed to do in Green Bay, investing in the team, player development was off when he was there, and then they say he got complacent, probably due to those issues. The Dallas Cowboys spend money. Dallas Cowboys got decent talent around them. They got offensive weaponry that's going to be tough to defend. And if they could just run the ball consistently, that'll give that defense enough time to build up the energy to stop people when necessary. I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan. Hell no, sirree. Wrong MC. But when you got a new coach that people have to adjust to it, when you got a boatload of talent around you and a solid coach, I'm looking at it the other way. We got Kirby just entered the building. I usually don't announce people, but only reason I'm announcing Kirby because he's the king of the bandwagon jumpers. I told you, look at him, Chief Rocker. He was talking all that Patriot nonsense last year. Remember, Chief? Chief, you saw it. I know Chief Rocker saw it. I exposed you to Chief Rocker. Chief Rocker, that's your boy. That's your boy. He was a Patriot fan last year. Now he a Tampa Bay fan. Claim jumping brother right there. King of the claim jumpers. Don't respect nothing he say, man. Don't respect nothing he say. I told you. Didn't I tell you, Chief? He coming here, Tampa Bay. Yeah. What happened to the Patriots, bro? Oh, Belichick the man. He the GOAT. You must have been named Curry GOAT. Because now he coming here, woofing and talking. Get up out of here. But on the serious side, Jungle, I do believe the Dallas Cowboys are primed to take this position. I'm speaking about 35% of my pick, Jungle, is with my heart because I want Dak to show up, show out, and get that super payday and crush the Cowboys and make Jerry Jones look like the damn fool that he is. But I understand as a Giant fan, you may not see it that way, but on the serious side, I definitely think the Dallas Cowboys going to win that division. H-Rap D. Gray and Chuck D said he couldn't see the games because the Cowboys would lose. Do you agree with those two homers? Man, look, man, y'all not finna get me involved in y'all NFC East wars. I'm not gonna involve myself in y'all NFC East wars. I want the Cowboys to win 35-40% because I'm a gigantic Dak Prescott fan. The other 60% is because I think Mike McCarthy is gonna sew up those shortcomings that Jason Garrett had. That's another reason I ain't got a lot of faith in your Giants because Jason Garrett is your play caller, and you and Chief know Jason Garrett is a dummy. I'm just saying. Jason Garrett, in regards to football, is a dummy. He's a dummy. Jungle's going to be... Oh, okay, you talking Jungle. The Bears. Look at this guy, Ron. Hey, man, you can't talk about American football, Ron. You talk about Canadian football. Talk about Chris Carter's son, somebody. Talk about DeMarcus, talk about Damian Allen or Doug Flutie or somebody, man. That's who you talk about, Ron. You ain't allowed to talk no more American football until this American football team move to Canada.